The eve of the August 15th Liberation Day will be designated as a temporary holiday to boost domestic spending and help revive the economy. President Park Geun-hye is replaced for Health Minister and Senior Presidential Secretary over failures combating the MERS outbreak. And K-pop stars leading the Korean pop culture wave have stepped up to help attract foreign tourists to Korea with the Summer Kpop Festival. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Wednesday, August 5th. I'm Luke Clary. The eve of August 15th, Liberation Day, will be designated as a temporary holiday. The government seeks to drum up a festive mood for the 70th anniversary of Korea's independence from Japanese colonial rule, and also boost domestic spending to revive the economy.
The temporary holiday designation, resulting in a Friday to Sunday 3-day holiday, has made travel agencies particularly bustling. Inquiries about travel destinations are pouring in.
출발 날짜가 언제신데요? 8월 14일 출발 날짜로.
Mid-August is typically when the peak of summer vacation is on the wane, but now travel sentiment is up and going again.
3일 연휴를 활용한 여행객이 증가할 것으로 예상하고 있습니다. 호텔 공급이나 아니면 항공 좌석 공급을 위해서 대책을 마련하고 있습니다.
As the holiday designation is aimed at creating a festive atmosphere for the 70th Liberation Day, travel agencies will focus efforts on boosting domestic tourism. Companies can freely decide whether to observe August 14 as a holiday. But overall, firms are welcoming the government decision on expectations that consumer sentiment can be restored.
국민 축제 분위기 조성을 위해서 우리 기업들도 임시 공휴일 제도에 적극적으로 동참하기로 했습니다.
The government says the temporary holiday is estimated to generate some $1.1 billion in economic efforts and create 46,000 jobs.
President Park Geun-hye presided over the first cabinet meeting since returning from her vacation. She called for using the 70th anniversary of Korea's independence as a springboard for raising public morale and reviving the economy.
President Park Geun-hye said that during her vacation, she was impressed by a book written by a foreigner praising Korea's strong potential. She stressed that Koreans underestimate themselves and that they can make their country stronger by regaining confidence and restoring their cultural identity.
저는 후반기에 문화 융성의 틀을 강화해서 우리의 찬란한 문화의 무한한 가능성을 현실로 만드는 데에 매진하려고 합니다.
President Park proposed that the 70th anniversary of Korea's independence should be employed as an opportunity to raise the public's morale by promoting Korean culture overseas and reviving domestic consumption. She also called for efforts to revive the economy and promote deregulation, and emphasized that older generations and businesses should share the pain of the younger generation by relinquishing some of their vested rights through labor reforms. To that end, she urged the restoration of the tripartite committee consisting of the labor, management, and government sectors in order to reach a compromise. President Park will make a public address on Thursday in which she will outline her state policies for the second half of the year.
President Park Geun-hye has replaced her health minister and senior presidential secretary for employment and welfare over failures combating the Middle East respiratory syndrome or MERS outbreak.
The new Minister of Health and Welfare is Chung Jin-yup, a professor at the Seoul National University College of Medicine. Serving as president of the Seoul National University Bundang Hospital for 5 years from 2008, as well as in various posts at the Korean Hospital Association, he's believed to be well-versed in the nation's medical system across the board. With a medical doctor tapped as health minister for the first time in 17 years, major reforms are expected in the public health sector following serious loopholes identified during the MERS outbreak.
복지와 더불어 대한민국 보건의료 체계를 더욱 발전시키라는 뜻이라 생각합니다.
Meanwhile, the newly appointed Senior Presidential Secretary for Employment and Welfare, Kim Hyun-suk, is a ruling Saenuri Party lawmaker elected through proportional representation. A supporter of President Park Geun-hye, Kim is an expert on tax affairs. Having been deeply involved in negotiations to reform the civil servant pension system in cooperation with the presidential office, Kim is expected to lead efforts to strengthen the public pension regime and revamp the national health insurance system. By appointing the MERS-related replacements immediately upon returning from her summer vacation, President Park has expressed determination to get a fresh start in the second half of her term.
With the Lotte Group family feud escalating further, Lotte executives from Korea and Japan have announced their support for Chairman Shin Dong-bin. Shin, for his part, has embarked on promoting solidarity within his company.
The leadership of the Lotte Group convened an emergency meeting one day after Chairman Shin Dong-bin's return to Korea. After an hour and a half of deliberation, they announced their support for Shin Dong-bin.
오랫동안 경영 능력을 검증받고 성과를 보여준 현 신동빈 회장이 적임자임의 의견을 함께하고 지지를 표명합니다.
2 hours after the Seoul news conference, Lotte Holdings Japan, where Shin Dong-bin holds the post of CEO, also convened a news conference. Lotte Holdings Japan President Takayuki Tsukuda expressed his support for Shin Dong-bin, saying that he would never allow the separation of the Lotte Group. Lotte Group executives from Korea and Japan are apparently determined to sway the public by simultaneously expressing their support for Shin Dong-bin. Meanwhile, Chairman Shin is continuing to address his business duties. On the second day of his stay in Korea, he visited a training center for new employees and a logistics center.
As North Korean leader Kim Jong-un continues to solidify his power base, in the latest move, the regime is accelerating his idolization through music, introducing a new group based on the famed Moranbong band.
Veteran North Korean soldiers applaud to a praise song for their general and leader Kim Jong-un and his huge portrait. A large number of new songs praising the young leader have been introduced during performances that are being held since the Korean War Armistice anniversary. All the songs invariably include lyrics referring to Kim as a general. Experts say the songs are in line with Pyongyang's efforts to idolize Kim Jong-un so that he can stand on his own. Kim himself, with his wife Lee Seol-ju, also visited a concert hall to offer encouragement. Kim's new band, called Cheongbol, has also released new praise songs for the leader and is gearing up to take on the role as a vanguard of the Kim Jong-un regime.
Police in Korea have launched a crackdown on road rage. Over the past month, police reported more than 140 incidents of road rage, but the situation is much more serious in reality. Here's what to do when you become the victim of road rage.
An imported sports car suddenly slows down. The car behind it has no choice but to quickly apply the brakes. The sports car repeatedly accelerates and brakes suddenly to hamper the car behind it. A truck running on a highway threatens a passenger car by crossing lanes. The aggressive driving continues for about 10 kilometers. As a result of a police crackdown on aggressive retaliatory driving that was launched last month, more than 140 cases of road rage have been reported. Experts say it's important to maintain one's composure when exposed to road rage instead of responding with anger.
직접적인 대응은 금물입니다. 차 문을 잠그고 112에 신고하십시오. 그리고 블랙박스나 다른 기록 장치 등을 이용해서요. 추후에 증거 자료로 활용하시는 것이 좋겠습니다.
Drivers are also advised to memorize the license plate number of aggressive drivers and take notes of what happened at the time so they can remember it later.
K-pop stars leading the Korean pop culture wave have stepped up to help attract foreign tourists to Korea. The Summer K-Pop Festival was staged in part to let people know that Korea is now free from the MERS scare and safe for travel.
K-pop performances were staged at Seoul Plaza. Flashy dance moves and rhythmic beats worked to liven up downtown Seoul.
오늘 공연은 매력 있는 대한민국을 알리고 모두가 함께 즐기는 한여름밤 축제의 장이라고 할 수 있겠습니다.
The festival was organized to advertise that it's now safe to travel to Korea and featured the hottest names in Korean pop music such as Psy, Infinite, and Tiara.
이번 K-pop 공연을 보시고 또 많은 분들이 한국을 찾아주셨으면 좋겠어요. 한국 관광 화이팅!
Some 5,000 foreigners at the festival were completely captivated by the appeals of K-pop.
I was really surprised that there's so many people here, actually, when I first came. And so I'm really happy that I could be here.
Meanwhile, 300 foreign Hallyu or Korean Wave fans took part in outdoor and online campaigns to stir up interest in Korean tourism. The K-pop Festival aired all across the globe through YouTube and China's largest video streaming site. And more events are expected to take place in September and October.
A series of unusual film festivals taking place this summer, and at one festival, movie lovers can enjoy mountain-themed films in natural surroundings. This and much more are coming up in today's Showbiz News.
A festival that combines nature, music, and film is to take place at the Cheongpung Lakeside in Taecheon, North Chungcheong Province, starting on August 13th. The festival will open with the film Try to Remember about the Kim sisters, Korea's first female vocal group, and will go on to feature 101 music films from 25 countries around the world. The Chungmuro International Musical Film Festival featuring musical films will open on August 21st. 12 feature-length musical films will be presented, and musical actors will put on live performances set against scenes from the films. Ulju County and the city of Ulsan will host Korea's first mountain film festival at the end of this month, having invited mountain-themed movies from all around the world. Actress Lee Jung-hyun has donated her talent and starred in a low-budget movie without pay. The film is to be released on August 13th. Lee demonstrated her electrifying acting skills with a lead role in Alice in Earnestland, a black comedy about the harsh reality faced by young people who are forced to give up romantic relationships and marriage for economic reasons.
More office workers can be spotted wearing shorts at work these days. That's one way to deal with the scorching weather. Today, we share tips on stylish yet appropriate summer outfits for the workplace that will keep you cool without sacrificing office etiquette.
Even when the mercury hovers over 30 degrees Celsius, office workers wear formal business attire, a long-sleeve dress, or a shirt and jacket. These days, summer casual office wear called Cool Biz look is gaining popularity. This company in Seoul allows its employees to dress down during summer. Its employees say that the summer dress code boosts their work performance and enhances communication between coworkers.
지금 같은 경우에는 직원들 간의 친밀감도 높아지고 저 자신도 한 5년 정도는 더 젊어지는 그런 느낌이 들고 회사의 성과도 그만큼 높아지는 것 같습니다.
However, there are some fashion basics you should consider when wearing shorts. Long socks are a complete mismatch with short pants. Dress shoes and slippers are also items you should avoid. If you tuck your shirt into the pants, you will appear neat and tidy with your legs looking longer. Shorts help wearers feel cooler than the actual temperature by 2 degrees Celsius. From working level staffers to executives, everyone is dressed down as a way to deal with the heat. The summer dress code also helps make the office atmosphere brighter and more pleasant.
직장 생활을 하다가 짜증스러운 일이 좀 발생을 하더라도 좀 부드럽게 넘길 수 있는 그런 계기도 되는 것 같고요.
Now, let's take a look at a short pants style office workers can choose without psychological resistance. If you wear shorts to work for the first time, it would be better to choose dark colored ones. That's because dark shorts go well with shirts in various colors. Knee-length shorts, which are not too tight or too loose, are stylish and appropriate at the workplace.
넥타이에 일단 셀렉 포인트를 주심으로 인해서 반바지를 입고 놀러 가는 게 아니라 직장을 나간다는 좀 이미지 메이킹이 될 수가 있고요.
When you attend a formal occasion, wear a jacket made with cooling fabric so you can keep business etiquette while staying stylish.
반바지 하면 후줄그레하게 집에서만 입는 걸 생각했었는데 이렇게 코디 맞춰서 입으니까 멋스럽고 좋은데요? 자신감도 생기는 것 같아요. 좋습니다.
The cool biz look is a pragmatic breakaway from the stifling traditional dress code required upon office workers. The casual wear of short pants allows office workers to beat the heat and stay cool while taking care of business.
Now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.